How's it going, guys? My name is Dion and I'm a software engineer. For the past few weeks, I haven't been able to get much done in terms of work. And I'm not talking about the work that you do during your job. I'm talking about the work that you do to get you closer to your goals. This can be due to a variety of reasons, which includes distractions, a lack of interest in the things I'm doing, or even not wanting to work because I don't know how much there is ahead of me. Either way, I'm not as productive as I would want to be. I think everyone has been at that point where they want to get started working on something but has been stopped by something else. And that something else may be out of your control. And that's totally okay. There's no shame if you have no control over the situation. But if you're getting distracted, losing interest, or resenting the amount of work you'll be doing, we have to combat this the best way that we can to stay productive. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing some tips that keeps me focused on my work and allows me to accomplish more. One of the first few things that help me stay focused on my work is recalling back to my goals. These goals are what drives me to create tasks to work on so I can accomplish my goals. One of my goals for 2022 is to learn more about blockchain developments and to get started on writing smart contracts. To accomplish this, I create tasks to work on. If I set out to complete some of those tasks today and I feel distracted or uninterested, I remind myself the reason why I set those tasks in the first place. The goals that I set are usually things that will benefit me in the long run or things that I'm generally interested about. So this usually is enough of a push to get me started on my work. The next thing that I do is create a distraction-free environment. If you're like me at all, it takes at least 5 to 10 minutes before you're able to immerse yourself in your work. And this can take even longer if you're getting distracted every few minutes. To make sure this doesn't happen, I remove anything from my view that can be distracting. This includes turning off notifications and removing items off of my desk. Tabs that aren't related to my work are also closed. The idea here is to have your full attention on the task that's right in front of you. Once you get in the groove, it becomes easier to continue. The hard part is getting started. Achieving your goals can be difficult, especially if you don't plan out how to achieve them. One of the things that I do to plan them out is by breaking them down. When you start with a goal, it may be something that is general. And if it is, it becomes harder to get started working on it because you don't know how much work there is ahead of you. So this can lead you to being overwhelmed by your goal or not even starting at all. So what I'd like to do is that I'd like to break down my tasks into something specific, something that can be completed over a period of a day or two. And maybe you want to break down those tasks into something more specific, things that can be completed within a few hours, even minutes. The idea here is to create manageable tasks that are specific, so that when you do end up tackling these tasks, you aren't overwhelmed by the amount of work that you have to do. It makes it easier to get to that point of accomplishing your goals and to see the progress that you've made along the way. In a sense, this keeps you motivated because checking off tasks as you complete them may end up being fun to do. Or maybe that's just how I feel about it. The last thing that I want to share with you pertains if you've been in that focus state where you've been working for an hour to an hour and a half, or maybe even more, and it's taking regular breaks. This is not only important to you physically, but allows you to digest some of the things that you've been working on. During this time, it's important to stay away from the things that keep your mind off of your work. For me, I like to do stretches, look away from the monitor, and digest some of the things that I learned. Most of the time, I end up recapping on what I just worked on, which allows me to stay in the same mindset, and it also allows me to continue where I left off at. So those are just some of the things that keeps me focused on my work and allows me to accomplish more. Anyways, if you guys found some of these tips useful, hit that like button or consider subscribing. Usually I don't make these type of videos, but it's definitely refreshing making something that's not software engineering related. So if you want to see more of this type of content, let me know in the comment section down below. Anyways, I appreciate you guys for watching. Peace.